we're going to be talking about this is now a time for a new beginning, to begin to create new opportunities for yourself, to think beyond the way in which you've been thinking before and the way in which we've been conditioned to think, and then begin to look in terms of seeing ourselves as creators. We were created by the Creator, as James T. out of Miami would say, to create. And so you want to create multiple streams of income. But the most important and exciting thing about it is things that change. That now we've gone from brick and mortar to click and order. So the majority of money moving forward will be made off the internet, and it's breaking records right now. And this is a time you want to explore other opportunities on how you can begin to take charge of your life. So I want you to write this down. Number one, explore opportunities. When I started thinking about the fact that when I was in radio, I was very good at radio, and I thought that was something I was going to do for the rest of my life. But when I was fired, I had to explore and find other ways in which I could use my ability to communicate with people and be able to earn income. And so I went from radio to running for the Ohio legislature, and I was elected 3 terms, and then I retired and went back to Miami to take care of my mother. And then I had to look at another way that I could earn money. And so what I did then is I got involved in doing a special for public television. I did a talk show, and then I went into motivational speaking. All of us have talents and abilities that's lying dormant in us that we haven't even reached for yet. And the culture that most of us have been raised in is a culture that trains you to think like an employee. Well, the entrepreneurial period is now here. This is a new era where we are. There's a book called The End of Work. It's about 500 pages. And it's talking about how artificial intelligence and cheap labor abroad will replace over 47 million jobs. Now, that's not even considering the coronavirus, okay? And so now you want to be expansive in your thinking and ask yourself the question, what are the other things that I can do? And be willing to experiment, be willing to try some other things out so that you'll be on top of your game and being able to control your own financial future. Here's something else. You have to look at your relationships now with a very different kind of eye and ask, what is this relationship doing to me? Am I growing mentally and emotionally and spiritually? My son, John Wesley, he has a question he always asks. He said, when you look at your relationships, ask the question, who should I count on and who should I count out? Because there are a lot of people that they're not going to do what's required to make it in this new chapter where we are right now. And so now it's about creating a new chapter in your life. It's about bringing out the next greatest version of yourself. And so you want to have yourself in an environment, in a community of people that complement you, people that you can learn from, people that you can grow from, people that will hold you accountable and you hold them accountable, and people that you will push each other, and iron sharpening iron. Many people never achieve their goals because they have too many toxic, negative, energy draining people in their lives. And so you have to ask the key questions. Is this relationship good for me? Is it working for me? There are different types of relationships. There are people who are just social relationships. You only do social stuff with. Then there are people that they're business relationships. You focus on generating money and ideas and how you can do that together and how you can partner together on things. Then there are people, what I call bread and butter people. Someone that you would call 3 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, my car broke down. And this person will ask, where are you? They won't ask, what time is it? They will ask, where are you? Your bread and butter relationships, that they will always be there for you and you will always be there for them. And the other thing is challenging yourself. You know, Miles Monroe, he talked about robbing the cemetery of your treasure. He said the wealthiest place on the planet is the cemetery. Why? Because most people take their talents, their abilities, their skills, their knowledge, and their inventions to the cemetery. They have the ability to do far more, but they have stopped. Something has happened to them. And through the rejections, through being dismissed, through being denied, through being rejected, they give up. I remember reading the words by Richard Wright, who said, "The impulse to dream has been slowly beaten out of me through the experiences of life." That the ability to dream had been beaten out of him because of all of the stuff that he had gone through, and he stopped dreaming. Somebody asked the question, when is it that a man or woman dies? And the answer was, when their dreams die. You want to continue to dream, and particularly now. And the other thing is that's very important now is being focused. Being focused on where you're going. Where focus goes, energy flows. There's so much noise out here. It's so distracting. The media is very debilitating at this point in time. Last week, I heard so many bad things. I found myself grieving. I found myself crying about people I didn't even know, but I felt bad. I'm an empath, and I feel other people's feeling. And so I don't have the mental bandwidth to listen to bad news day in and day out. I can't do that. I can't. I was trying just to get a little sip, all right? Just a little taste. And I found myself watching much more than I needed to watch. I can't handle that. And what you want to do right now, you want to look at things that will make you feel good, things that will make you happy, and things that will allow you to earn some money. Those are three areas. If you focus on things that make you feel good, make you laugh, make you happy, and it can make you some money. If you discipline yourself to absorb and to take in things that can build you up from the inside out, then when you come out of this period of time, and you're coming out, as Willie Jolly said, we're going to make it through. We're going to get through this time. Then what will happen, that this time that we have right now will become an asset to you rather than a liability. And be mindful. Now, a lot of people, they'll say, you know what? No, give me my liberty or give me Corona. I don't understand that thinking, and that's none of my business. Here's what I'm saying to you. Do what will keep you and your family out of harm, and focus on how you can generate income in this new era where we are that allows you to become financially independent and can live life on your terms and give you more choices and allow you to have peace of mind. Don't follow the crowd. Please don't. Wherever the crowd's going, you want to go the other way. Because I love what Henry David Thoreau said. He said, do not go where the path may lead. Go where there's no path and leave a trail. So you want to follow the GPS of your own mind. What's in your heart? What is it that you enjoy doing? You were not born to work for a living, but to live your making. And living your making will make your living. I love speaking. This is what I do. My children tell me that I talk in my sleep. And so I love to make people laugh. I love to make people feel good. I laugh all the time. I have people say, you know what? You got the funniest laugh. You make me laugh. I said, well, thank you very much. But I enjoy this. And somebody asked me yesterday, when are you going to retire? I said, from what? I said, when you retire from working. When I speak, I'm not working. This is what I enjoy doing. I was born to do this. Come on, give me a break. No. I'm going to speak my way out of here. I have a good time. And if the audience just get 10% of what I get, they'll be into something special.